Sunset Football here at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions.
One drive. It's time. Please welcome Dan Campbell and your defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. And he stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So here come the Jaguars. And Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position. I think this guy's a great example of it.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Lawrence. Taking off.
Trevor Lawrence. A gain of 9 yards. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now, a handoff. ETN. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Brian Branch in on the tackle.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They go play action for Lawrence. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowler from a year ago, Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Again at the 19. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Goff. That one on target for Williams. He's got it. They get 18 on that one. First down, Detroit.
And the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First carry for David Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the 29, here's second and 6. On the jet sweep, here comes Williams. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left them nowhere to go. And no gain.
Third down and 6.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. Got his man at the 6. And he's in. On the run. Safe round. Touchdown, Lions. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Jaguars nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Jaguars offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. Begins with a carry from Etienne. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. But even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Jacksonville.
this looks like a design run. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
That's another Jaguars first down.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
On the give, it's ETN. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Lions' 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas.
Pass complete to Ryan Thomas Jr. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing is Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
He bought himself all the time he could. It's actually a really nice job by the quarterback extending this play, and that's so much about what NFL football has turned into, Mike, is the quarterbacks that can extend the plays the longest usually give their receivers and targets downfield a chance to unfold, but they've got to do a better job working with their quarterback as he breaks contain, and all he could do is throw it away.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
3rd and long. Lawrence. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
So it is 4th down. That'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are on the board. It's 7-3. So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense are now ready to get going on their 2nd possession. Laporta in motion. He'll go play action with Goff. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
That's one of those plays where you come off the field, Mike, and you're getting a lot of high fives. Hey, good job. But then that secondary's coach pulls you over to the side and says, hey, nice play. But next time, let's come away with the pick.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. to the air. It's Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Throwing here is Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Now a give to Gibbs, running right. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a pitch to Montgomery. Finds an alley to the 35. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
That's another
22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Detroit.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Goff. Catch is made by Wright.
Goff's pass complete to Brock Wright. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 19-yard line.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. On play action, Goff. He's got it inside the 5. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. So we'll get a second and goal when we return. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin the second quarter. Another one from the 5, second down and goal. As we are ready to get back underway. Sam Laporta, touchdown Detroit. Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions extend their advantage to 14-3.
Jaguars 3.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Jaguars offense ready for this next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion comes Thomas. 2nd down, Lawrence. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Incomplete.
This is a great example of why these out-breaking routes towards the sidelines are so critical to have great timing and rhythm between the receiver and the quarterback. In this case, he just can't quite keep his feet in bounds. Great effort to secure the catch, but it's going to result in an incomplete.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
It is 3rd and long. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jamison Williams. Incomplete. Devin Boyd on the coverage defensively.
On 4th down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox to punt. Parker Washington awaits for the Jaguars. And that's a thing of beauty. Out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Jags offense ready to get back at it. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. away. They'll try a jet sweep. That one is snuffed out. Going to lose yardage down to the 3.
It's a loss of
So these
2.
jet sweep
Brings up
plays, we
second
see them
and
so
12.
often, both
At
under
the
center,
3-yard
in the
line.
shotgun. There's a lot of ways to do it. But there's a little feast or famine element, especially in today's NFL with the speed of these defensive edge players. So you got to make sure you get the edge accounted for so you can at least avoid these negative plays.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Once again, it's Etienne. A good rally to the football to gain a 9, but it brings up 4th down.
Branch on the tackle.
So anytime you find yourself in a
10-yard
backed-up
gain,
situation like
but
this,
it's
Mike,
4th
there's
down.
2 goals. You want to pick up 2 first downs, and then after that, of course, you want to go down and score. So first objective is complete. Let's see if they can pick up another.
Here's Logan Cook
on the
now.
punt for the Jaguars.
He'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 46
The Lions offense. And their running back set to go once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down.
Bring it in. Take us to the house.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down
A gain
for
of a
no
yard.
gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9. Laporta in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to number 87, Sam Laporta. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3 to go. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Jack Fox
in
now.
punt formation
He's
for
on
the
for the
Lions.
2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Man, it's Thomas. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
13 yards.
Call it
on the
a
play.
gain of 13.
And the Jaguars
1st down,
first
Jacksonville.
down.
Zone
and 10
route
at the
running, Mike, is
36-yard
very
line.
simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Get this to the tight end, Johnny Munt. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first
That's
down.
good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the handoff to TTN. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run it once more with ETN. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Lawrence. Now a screen set up for ETN. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Lions offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10.
What is this?
Laporta in motion. On 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air, but they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
And he'll be stopped short of 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Here we go. From the gun, it's Goff. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. Once the guard's able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
It's 4th down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
The Jaguars offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Here's a designed run. He takes off.
Lawrence on the keeper. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. And the Lions will take over here just past the 30.
You know, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Devon Hamilton on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. 3rd and 7. Goff to throw. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. Goff to St. Brown for a big one. 54 yards.
At the 11-yard line.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the 2nd time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, by the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming away here with 6.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Let's go! Teamwork, baby, that's right! Teamwork! All right, fellas, one more time. Hey, you got this! You got it! We got twins over here, we got twins.
Now, Goff. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one will be sniffed out. Blown
down.
Just a quick
back at
read by the
11-yard
linebacker
line.
on that running back screen. He beats everybody to the spot and blows this play up for a loss.
Laporta in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
For Amon-Ra St. Brown. Incomplete. Coverage by Jerrion Jones.
This is what he better. I swear I'm leaving the city if y'all don't score.
On fourth down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This about as short as you can get. Bates' kick is good. The Lions going to open up a 17-3 lead.
Jaguars 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jaguars offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. First down throw for Lawrence. It's out to Brown, right side, complete. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
At the 36-yard line.
Second and inches. Throwing is Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
That's good.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Lawrence. Down he goes! Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Lawrence now on second down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Etienne. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He will find Thomas. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of...
So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. We're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
On the tackle. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Goff. Draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
To throw is Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Lions first down.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing, Goff. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You just can't defend a pass much better than that, Mike. And the way they teach these defenders is attack the receiver's hand with your hands. That's the catch point that you want to disrupt, and makes a really nice play on the ball, and he's able to knock it out of bounds.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
To Sam Laporta. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Give him 13 on that screen play, and the 1st down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This is going to be from 53 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. The Lions will extend their third quarter lead. So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Lawrence. Out to his right. He runs with it.
Lawrence scrambles from the pocket. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Jaguars.
From the gun, a give to Etienne. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Tyleik Williams on the stop. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. They go play action for Lawrence. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And the Jaguars
they get an even 20 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
The main goal for these quarterbacks when they're facing zone defense, Mike, is to identify the soft spots quickly. You need your guys to get open and stay open all before that defense has a chance to get home with their rush. They want to tie the coverage in with the rush unit. Like you see here, and you can give good protection, and your receivers can get open and find those open spots. You deliver the ball on time, there's a lot of room to operate. So anytime you see one of those second-level defenders, Mike, those linebackers, those safeties that are just fast flow in the run game, they are just running side to side, making every play. Those are prime candidates to put into the RPO read. When they go with that run action, you can put a receiver into that window that they just left.
That's complete. It's Parker Washington. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now, off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
That's another Jaguars first down. A gain of 4 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This has really been the story of the entire game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it's been poor play calls. I mean, really just a overall poor offensive performance across the board.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. To throw is Lawrence. Got his man, and it's complete to Thomas.
Say what you want about this group, Mike, but they certainly aren't scared. I mean, not only to go for it on fourth down, but the quarterback decides to throw that ball into double coverage and somehow still resulted in them being able to extend this drive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Lawrence now to throw on first down. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 11-yard line.
Lawrence now. And the rush gets he'll go down. They got him.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now here's Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
They came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
Lawrence throwing on 4th down. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Jacksonville.
To throw is Lawrence. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Patrick motioning here. 2nd down, Lawrence. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
Throwing here on 3rd and under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
These are the plays that drive a coach crazy. 3rd and goal. You put the ball into the hands of your quarterback, and you trust them to make good decisions. But in this case, once there was nowhere to go with the ball, once all the throwing lanes were taken away, this ball needs to come out. You cannot take a sack and make 4th and goal that much more difficult.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This about as short as you can get.
24-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars are back within 2 scores. So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Goff. In the middle, and he's got his man complete. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
That one out wide to Gibbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jaguars' 48-yard line.
Throwing here is Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hey, we're going to do under crunch.
Now, Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
Lions, 1st down.
A little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the 4th quarter, but with the day they've had, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw him the ball. And for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
16-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Shotgun. It's Goff. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
To throw is Goff. And that's going to line up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another one from the 5. 2nd down and goal. Goff to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Jaguars have it. Past the 40. To the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
And they'll take it in for the touchdown. Greg, they were looking for that big momentum moment, and the defense delivers with the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself trailing, especially here in the 2nd half, you're just looking for any spark, and you don't know where it's going to come from. In this case, it comes from the defense not only being able to force that turnover, take it back for 6, and start chipping away at this 2nd half deficit.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will cut the deficit to 7.
20. Jaguars 13.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On play action, Goff is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
On first down, it's gone. That's caught by Gibbs. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 6. on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
3rd down and 3. Here's Goff. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
What is he doing?
So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Jags offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Begins with a carry from ETN. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
6. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action for Lawrence. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
This is 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I think the second that ball left his hand, he wanted to pull it immediately back. I mean, he is lucky, Mike. That ball didn't end up going the other way. He almost gifted them a short field and maybe even some points.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on down.
Turnover on downs.
That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Foyesade Aluakin on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 11. They hand it to Gibbs. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3.
He was brought down by Jarian Jones. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. To throw is Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
That's good.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here. Pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll go play action with Goff. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Here's Goff. Going left side, and it's taken in by Lewis. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on 3rd down.
First down and goal to go.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on 3rd downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Now a pitch to Montgomery. Good blocking, and he's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Bates now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
13.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now here's Lawrence. Throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Lawrence. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
Here's Lawrence. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
11 more yards.
That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, a fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Lawrence now. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
11 more yards.
That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
A gain of 11
This passing attack is proving to be a lot to handle for this defense, Mike, especially over the last couple plays. 4 plays, 4 passes, 4 first downs. It doesn't get much more efficient than that.
That is Hunt. What a throw. Johnny Munt. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Little on now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars are able to cut the deficit to 10.
30. Jaguars 20.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Just a short game. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Good defense, held to no gain. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. Talk things over before third down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
22 yards.
Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
At the 32-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the Lions. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.